Good morning, afternoon, and evening, wherever you are. The Lord bless you today. I have a very sharp word for you today, and I believe that it will be a blessing to you. So let me just read my text today. Is Psalm 90 in verse 12. Psalm 90 in verse 12. So teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. That was David speaking. And quickly, I'd like to give you a charge caption: prepare for the future. Prepare for the future. Now, the future is something people are afraid of. This future is something some people don't even want to think about. But there is something you can do about your future. Let me just say a few things very, very soon. Number one, the future favors prepared people. Those who enjoy the future are people who are prepared. So the future favors prepared people. So prepare for it. A day is going to come. The future you are thinking about 10, 20, 30 years will arrive, but you need to prepare for it. The second thing I'd like to say today is that the future is a curse to those who are not prepared, but is a blessing to those who prepare for it. The other day I've said this so many times, I left my father's in-law's house and I was driving with him. And we saw an accident. An elderly man on a bike collided with a vehicle and he hit his head on the road. Blood everywhere. The question my father-in-law asked was, what is such an elderly person doing early this morning on the road, on the bike? Well, he arrived at the future, that the preparation was for bike, and now he was suffering on the road. My prayer for you is that will not be your portion, in the name of Jesus. Quickly, let me say 5 things and we are done. Number 1, youth age is not forever. You have energy now, you are making more money now, it is not forever. What you do with your energy, what you do with the resources, what you do with your connection at youth age will determine what the future will do to you. You see, under that, I like to quickly say, your parents are not going to feed you forever. A day is going to come, you become somebody's father. They are paying your school fees now. A day is going to come, you are the one that will be paying the school fees. A day is going to come, you are the one that will be feeding the family. But what you do with your youth age is very, very important. Let me see another thing again. Salary is not forever. A time is going to come that if you have more degree, like somebody will say, you have more degree than a thermometer. A time is going to come that even with all your qualification, people will not employ you. What do you do at such a time? I've seen people after retirement die at the age of 60. I've seen people after retirement because they didn't prepare for it. Some of them are too educated to stay in the village, but they are too poor to live in the city. They have no choice than to move to the village. And in the village, they are quarreling with everybody. Witches and wizards came against them and they died before their time. I'm begging you, youth age is not forever. Don't think that the energy you have, the connections you have, and the salary you are being paid today is going to be paid you forever. What you do with that salary is what determines either you are going to be happy in the future or you are going to lament in the future. Number 2, quickly, retirement is on the way. Retirement is on the way. Even a permanent secretary is not there forever. I work in Shell, I work in this place, I work in Villa. A day is going to come that you won't have energy to continue. Even if you have the energy, they have names for them. Retirement and name them, and so many people. The best time for you to prepare for retirement is before your employer start preparing for you. I knew people who were downsized, I have so many names for them, before his time, and the man died after 2 weeks. Because he was living in a government quarter, the chairs belonged to government, the television belonged to government. I think I should even say that the spoons in his house belonged to government. And they were downsized before this real time, and there was nowhere to go. He died under 2 weeks. My prayer for you is that that will not be your portion. And let me say this to you quickly, is that preparation is key to a joyful future. In Lagos, you'll see so many elderly people in Lagos who are no longer working. Their children are the ones working in their companies, and they are the ones taking care of their grandchildren at home, playing draft and doing so many things. You know why? They prepared their future. They prepared for their future. Let me say another thing to you. The future is better in your own hands than in the hands of someone. Some people say, my children, when I grow old, my children will take care of me. Do you know what they will become? Do you know where they will go? The future is better in your own hands. Never you leave your future in the hands of anybody. Number 3, quickly, make arrangement for basic things you are going to need in the future. Make arrangement for them now. You are going to need a house. I'm speaking to you right now from my own house that I built about 17 years ago. 17 or 18. 16 years ago. A year before my daughter was born. She is 15 this year. And we went through situation, I and my wife. If not that we have our own house, by now, maybe we should under the bridge. We should be under the bridge somewhere. Make basic arrangement. You are going to need a house to live in when you are old, when you have no money to pay rent. You are going to need food to eat in the future. So what do? Make arrangement for things that can generate you money to buy food to take care of yourself. It's not every money you go to Tantalizer with. It's not every money you fly outside the country with. I knew somebody who flew almost outside the country everywhere, and as we speak, he's looking for money to pay for his rent. Meanwhile, his colleague who worked together with him somewhere is the owner of a bank today. My prayer for you is that your future will be colorful, it will be wonderful, and you will not be a liability to your children. Number 4, store today's harvest into your future. In Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6 and 8, it said, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise, which having no guide, nor overseer, nor ruler, provided her meat in summer, and gathered her food in harvest." Nobody is guarding ants, but they are making preparation. See, today you are making more money, you are making more billions and entering your accounts, millions are entering your account. It is time to send them into your future. Sending them into your future means you are building houses. Sending them into your future means you have estates. Sending them into your future means you have companies that in your old age can still be generating income you will benefit from. So many people are blaming witches and wizards today for the preparations they fail to make for their lives. My prayer for you is that your future will be colorful, it will be joyful, and it will be wonderful. And finally, let me say point number 5, I am done. Old age favored women. I think that will sound funny. Old age favors women. So by the time you are old and now you're not start having grandchildren, your wife tomorrow she's in Akwa Ibom State, next tomorrow she's in the US, let's say 5 months later she's in the US, give her 10 months later she's in Canada, give her another month she's another place, taking care of the grandchildren. And then they'll be sending you pictures, places they've been to, the food she's eating outside the country. Meanwhile, you are